Hey guys, so I'm gonna be making a video tonight on what I actually use in my diaper bag. This is going to be including my diaper bag and as well as the diaper bag that I packed for Ava. I packed my diaper bag when I was 35 weeks pregnant, and I just watched the video and kind of made a list here of things that I had packed and I've ticked everything that I actually did use. Um, So basically, it's kind of funny because I mean I wasn't completely ruling out the chance of having a C-section because I know it's always there, but I kind of was thinking, that'll never happen to me. So I was hoping and wishing for a natural birth. I was kind of expecting that was gonna happen. So it never really crossed my mind that I might have a C-section. So I just wasn't really thinking about it. Um, so a lot of the things that I did bring, I didn't end up using because of the fact that I had a C-section. Um, so I packed hand sanitizer. I definitely used that. I also packed, these are all things that I packed for Ava, first of all. The hand sanitizer I used, I brought a pair of mittens, which I think I ended up using for her. They're great for packing in a hospital bag because newborns' nails are so sharp and they scratch their face a lot. So um, yeah, it's a really good idea to bring. Sorry, it's like almost midnight. I'm really tired. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I used mittens. I also brought a natural diaper cream with no parabens or chemicals, any of that, and I did end up using that diaper cream. Um, I brought pseudo cream, like little containers that I had, but I didn't end up using them. Ava has only had one diaper rash, and it was very minimal. It lasted for like a day, and that was it. And so I've never really had to use pseudo cream on her because it's just such a thick cream that I'm only really going to use it if she gets a diaper rash. So I bought pseudo cream, but I didn't end up using it. I used the wipes and the diapers, of course, that I brought because the hospital did not provide them, which I find is kind of ridiculous. These things I'm going to list right now, I brought and I definitely did not use them. I brought a receiving blanket, I didn't use it. I brought three sleepers, three onesies, two pairs of socks, two hats. I brought shampoo for her, like kind of like a Burt's Bees shampoo body wash. I also brought another type of shampoo and baby nail accessories like nail file and nail clipper. I didn't end up using any of these things actually, especially not the clothes. I didn't end up actually using any of the clothes that I brought her, not even socks. They have these, actually, I kept some of them, but they have these newborn um, kind of gowns, and they just kind of go over the front, and they tie in the back, and it's open in the back, and there's no feet to it or anything. It's just like kind of a gown, and she wore those the entire time I was in there because I didn't bother changing her. I could barely stand because of my C-section, so I just kept her in the gowns the entire time, and I took a couple home. Kind of was like a kind of the keepsake. So yeah, I it might have been different if I had a natural birth. I'm thinking, but because I had a C-section, I they were telling me that I shouldn't have been getting up so much, and so I really was pretty much in my bed the whole time, and she pretty much stayed in her gown the entire time I was there. Um, and by the way, I was in the hospital for 5 days. So yeah, all of those things she didn't use, and most of the things that I brought for her, I didn't end up using. Um, so some of the things I brought in my diaper bag were I brought earplugs, which I definitely didn't use those. Um, the Lancino nipple cream, I definitely used that. That came in handy. Um, I brought a pen and a notebook, but I didn't use it because I was just kind of too busy to be even documenting anything at that point. So yeah. Um, I brought deodorant, which I definitely used. The facial cleansers, kind of just facial wipes. I'm telling you, they were a godsend. If you are packing your hospital bag, please pack these. I don't remember the brand, but I think it was like a Marcel or something. But you can get them in any drugstore, just a package of, I don't know, 50 or something. And they are amazing because I didn't even go through labor, but well, I mean, I did for like 24 hours, but not like the real intensive labor in the end. But after a couple days of being in there and being exhausted and all that, it was so refreshing to have those facial wipes. It was just so amazing. Um, I brought a nipple shield with it, which I ended up using, um, and nursing pads. I didn't use the nursing pads. I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that having a C-section interferes with your milk coming in. My milk didn't come in until the fourth day, which I think is a bit on the later side. And I never really leaked, and I still have only leaked like twice ever. I'm not one of those people that leak, so I have a whole bunch of nursing pads, but I never use them, so definitely didn't use them in the hospital. I brought a bag of hard candies. They're sugar-free as well, and I brought them because I heard they're really good for when you're in labor. Um, but of course, I didn't go through the last part of labor. I didn't end up using the hard candies, so yeah. But they are a good idea to bring them. Vaseline, I brought Vaseline as a lip gloss because that's my lip gloss that I use, and I definitely used it. That's one thing. If you're packing your hospital bag, also bring some kind of lip gloss or Vaseline at least because the air in hospitals is very dry, and I found that my lips were just really dry, and my throat was dry, and yeah. So I suggest bringing some kind of Vaseline or some kind of lip gloss. I mean, I brought my actually. I brought this, my What to Expect When You're Expecting Pregnancy journal and organizer, um, but I didn't end up using it. I really didn't write very much when I was there. I also brought my, it's this little package with ink in it for making a handprint or footprint that my dad got me for Christmas, but I definitely didn't use it in the hospital. I used it when I came home, but I didn't have time to use it in the hospital. The toiletries bag I definitely used. I used everything in there. And I brought um, this swaddling blanket that I bought her from Walmart, and I didn't use it actually because I just was always swaddling her in the seating blanket, so I didn't use the blanket that I bought specifically for that. It just kind of has these Velcro sections specifically for folding over, and they're great, but I didn't end up using it. And okay, I've got to say the number one thing that was the most amazing thing that I brought was slippers. And I know some people don't like slippers, and some people don't like wearing socks. I'm one of those people that always has to have something on my feet. And I've got to be honest, when I was walking around, like when even before they gave me pitocin and or no oxytocin, and when they gave me oxytocin and I was having contractions, and then they told me I could walk around, it was really great because no one wants to be putting their shoes on when they're in labor, and I just kept my slippers on, walked around, and it was great. And especially after I had Ava when I was in the mother and baby unit, because I would go for walks with her around the unit sometimes, and they were great. And again, like, especially if you've had a C-section, like, you don't want to be bending over trying to get some shoes on. So I just got my mom to help me slip my slippers on, and it was fantastic. I also brought my nursing cover, but I'm pretty sure I didn't use it. I'm almost positive I didn't use it. Um, I brought my brush as well, which I've got to be honest, I didn't use my brush. My hair, I have pictures. Um, I was gonna say I'll insert one here, but I'm uploading from a webcam, so I can't. But the pictures that I have, like literally, like my hair was like, I'm serious. My hair was just like in a crazy messy bun the entire time. I just didn't really care about brushing my hair at all, so especially not having after having a C-section, I couldn't be bothered to do that. Um, and I brought a pair of pants and 3 shirts. And I mean, I think I used one of those shirts, but I honestly stayed in my hospital gown the entire time, just like Ava stayed in her little gown. Yeah, because I didn't want to be putting any pants on after having a C-section. There was no way. So I didn't want to put a tight fitting shirt on either, like even the tank top ones that I have. So I just stayed in my gown the entire time. And the last one was socks, and I don't really think I used them. I'm pretty sure I just wore slippers the entire time, and if I wasn't wearing a slipper, I was barefoot. I did have a lot of water retention afterwards because of the drip that I was on and everything. I was on a lot, and I just didn't really feel like wearing socks. My feet were so swollen after. I just either wanted to wear my slippers or nothing at all. So, um, yeah, but anyways, those are the things that I did use, and I did overpack, but that was for my situation. I mean, I'm sure if I had a natural birth, I would have ended up using a lot more of those things. But because I was literally like in my bed the entire 5 days, I kept getting up and walking around, and they told me like you need to stay in your bed. You're doing way too much. So the last couple days I didn't do anything pretty much. So pretty much the bag stayed in the corner, both of the bags, and I didn't really use much that was in there because I was pretty much confined to my bed. So yeah, but I highly, highly recommend bringing slippers if you are packing your diaper bag. They were a really great idea. So that's everything. And another thing, I did a bottle review tonight, and I uploaded it, and it was like 14 minutes long, and it only uploaded 4 minutes of it, so I thought that was kind of strange. So I'm gonna make sure I do that. I'm gonna make sure I do that bottle review again because I did a bottle review on 4 different bottles, so I'll be doing that again. So make sure to watch for that video, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.